Coach, if you want to give an opening statement on an 11-0 win.
Yeah, exciting win. Obviously, wish we would have scored a little bit earlier in the game. Again, kind of waited to the fourth inning to get things done on the offensive side. But again, a win's a win. We got it done. I was happy that we weren't chasing pitches out of the zone, which is kind of what we were doing early in the game. Made adjustments, had really, really good quality at bats that fourth inning, and that ended up working in our favor. So I'm happy for Payton that only kept them at one hit, and I'm happy for Ann that came to shut the door for us.
How important is that to be able to use Ann in an inning like that and limit Payton's pitch count, especially not just given this series, but the fact that, tournament's right around the corner and potentially it's a late tournament?
Yeah, we got to continue to give her experience. I mean, she's great, but just giving her a little more experience is going to make her really good. She came out last weekend against North Texas, and that was huge for her. Just after, especially after coming out on Friday, things didn't go her way, and being able to give us 3-0 against North Texas and getting that win, that was a huge thing for her. Just kind of, just boost her confidence in a way that she really needed it to, and just giving her the ball today shut the door for us. Just going to continue to give her that experience.
Olivia and Alexa continue to extend their streaks. 19 straight on base for Alexa, 13 consecutive hits for Olivia.
Yeah.
How important is it to have those two being consistent at 1 and 2 in the order?
We wouldn't be doing what we've been doing all season if it wasn't for them too. Just getting on base consistently for us, whether it has been getting hit by pitches, walking, getting hits, getting doubles, whatever it may be. They always find a way to get on base for us, and so that's why Josie, Alanah, even Alex have been successful, is because they have people on base that can score. And so if it wasn't for what Olivia and Alexa are doing for us, we really wouldn't be in this position right now.
Just kind of biggest adjustments, things you want to see in tomorrow's game?
Just, again, scoring earlier maybe in the game, just kind of working on that, not waiting until the fourth inning, which has kind of been like the tendency all season, which is, again, like we'll take the win, but again, I think we can come out a little bit earlier in the game and not waiting one time around the lineup to make adjustments. Can we just kind of, trust what is being talked on the scouting report and just, go out them right away?
Gotcha. I'm good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karla. Payton, 4 innings, only allowing a hit. What was working for you today?
My curveball, my off speed.
When those pitches are working for you, can you kind of walk me through the mechanics of what feels comfortable?
Just like the smoothness of like the pitches, like letting the ball flow. Like it's hard to explain.
Right. For you guys to come out and win in this kind of fashion, where there's something about that fourth inning where you just explode, and that's got to give you so much confidence to know that this offense can take off the way they do. Does that kind of build your confidence, knowing that those bats have your back?
Oh yeah, for sure. Knowing that like I'm not as like tight out there, and I'm like okay, like now I can play like more like freely, and I know my defense has my back.
How getting a win like this, where you run rule, you cruise in the first game, how important is that for setting the tone for the weekend?
Just keeping like the same energy. Like once like Friday hits and you have the tone set, it's trying to max out that tone every game.
What do you feel like has kind of helped you be the most comfortable this year in the circle? Is there anything you've been working on specifically lately that's kind of helped you succeed?
I think relying on like my defense more, like knowing like and trusting them more than I ever have.
Yeah, leaning on their ability. Do you feel like that's grown over the last couple of weeks? It seemed like the errors have been down and things have kind of clicked.
For sure.
Gotcha. All right, thank you, Payton.
Thank you.
I know you went 3 for 3. We'll get to that in a second. I want to start with, you had a play with a stopover at short today. Can you walk me through? Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's when I slid.
Yeah, when you slid. Yeah.
Okay. So the runner on one, I was kind of back in double play depth, and I kind of took my first step again towards the base, and then I had to retract my steps and just get to the ball and make a play somewhere, and I didn't think I had a play at first, and I heard Kathy, so went 2 on that.
How do you feel like you guys have sort of gelled, especially as an infield, as the season has gone along? It feels like you've kind of hit your stride a little bit. The errors feel down. It doesn't feel like you guys are doing as, like, trying to do too much anymore.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. We're not trying to do too much, make crazy plays. It's just having trust in one another and keeping everything simple.
And then offensively, the plate, obviously things went really well. What were you seeing?
Seeing strikes and hitting strikes. But yeah, just waiting for my pitch, whether that's inside or outside, and being aggressive early in the count.
We talked back in the preseason about this senior class's goal, getting back to the NCAA tournament, and how special that was. You guys continue to build that case. You're on the right side of the bubble. Can you just sort of walk me through the journey of this season and how that goal has kind of still been a North Star for you guys?
Yeah, I think a big thing we talked about at the beginning of the year as a team was that a lot of the girls on the team haven't been to one before, and it is like the standard we want to set on the team to make it every year. So just going back to that, every game, every pitch, that's what we want to do. We want to win, make it far.
Gotcha. That's everything I got.
Okay.
Thank you, Alanah.
Thank you.
Alex, first triple of the season to unload the bases. Can you walk me through the at-bat and what it feels like to have a three-bagger in your pocket?
Yeah, this past week I've been talking to Coach Erickson a lot because the past couple conference series obviously has not been my best, and I think I was getting my head a lot. So having a good conversation with him really helped me settle at the plate. And I worked with my dad a little bit this week, changing my stance just a little bit to go back to normal. So, I don't know, it just felt really good producing for my team.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that relationship you have with Coach Erickson and how you guys kind of work through stuff like this? Because like you say, it's not always mechanical. A lot of times it can be between the ears, so just how he shows up for you as a coach.
Yeah, he is so meaningful in my life. I know I can go to him to talk about anything, and I feel like he puts a lot of confidence in myself, but sometimes I don't think I'm performing my best. He's always right there telling me I got this. And I think for me personally, that's a big thing, having someone believe in me. So that I just want to play even harder for them. So it's really awesome.
How cool is it to see Jocelyn get up there right after your at-bat?
Yeah, Jocelyn she's such an unbelievable person, and her hard work never goes unseen. Every day when we go hit together, she gives it 110% every day, and I know she takes advantage of every single opportunity that he gives her. So I'm just super happy for her.
You mentioned working on some stuff, I think, with your stance with your dad. Is that something that you guys are frequently doing? Do you kind of get in the lab and work together?
Yeah, Dad knows my swing better than anybody, and he sees something. If he sees something wrong, he'll tell me right away, just so if it continues to happen, it's not a back to back to back. If he sees it, he's gonna work with me on it, and I trust him. He knows me better than anyone, so whatever he says, I work on it, and if it feels good, I let him know, and then a lot of FaceTime, a lot of video sends. So, yeah.
Was your dad your travel ball coach too growing up as well?
Yeah, he was. He was it for a little while. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is I figured he must have also been your travel ball coach at some point too. Just how important is it for you guys to win in this kind of fashion to start a weekend, especially after the crazy series up in Denver?
Yeah, we want to win this series really bad. Just building off of this to go into conference week, I think it'll be a big confidence booster and make us feel good about going into that conference.
And how good does it feel to know you get to play on this field?
Oh, it's awesome. This atmosphere, I told everyone, this is my favorite location I've ever played at. Florida, Texas, I think this stadium and the atmosphere our fans put up, it's just my favorite. I'm just so lucky to be here.
Awesome. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.